Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Hazy bringing a new video on Duel Links, and today we are looking at a Gishki Beatdown kind of deck that I've created. It's similar to the one I used the other day, but it's a lot more of a serious deck. The other one was kind of a meme kind of deck that I brought out. And yeah, this is the deck right here on the screen. There are some changes that I would recommend you make, but let's go over the cards first. First, we're running one Gishki Chain. It's a pretty good monster because 1800 attack. And when it's normal summon, look at the top 3 cards of your deck and you can reveal one ritual. You're not going to use that, but you can place the top 3 cards in any order so you can draw it into what you want. We're running 2 of these Gishki. Flip, add a Gishki monster from your deck to your hand, so it's a really good searcher with 1800 defense. Pretty powerful. We're running in 3 Gishki Beast. When this is normal summoned, you can target one level 4 or lower Gishki monster in your graveyard, special summon that target in face-up defense position. We are running one of these guys. When this is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, then return them. Return all of them in any order that you want. Oh no, you can return them to the top or the bottom of your deck, but you can look at them and place them around and stuff. And we're running 3 of her. When this is normal summoned, you can reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, send any Gishki cards basically to your graveyard, replace all the others in any order at the bottom of your deck. That's really good to get the Gishki monsters into your graveyard for the powerful rebirth or the Gishki Beast, because you summon your Gishki Beast and then you can special summon the Gishki monsters that get sent to the graveyard. We're running 2 Cosmic Cyclones, 2 enemy controller. This build spell I would recommend running 3 because the whole deck revolves around this build spell and it's pretty hard to get the deck off the ground if you don't actually manage to pull the build spell pretty early game. 2 powerful rebirth, I might up it to 3. 3 might be good in the deck. Like, drop, yeah, take out Ultimate Providence altogether, add 3 Powerful Rebirth and 3 of these and you might be better, but I actually run 2 Ultimate Providence because it's a really good counter trap. If they try anything sneaky, you can activate it, discard a Gishki, destroy an effect monster, or whatever. It's a pretty cool card. I've used this deck quite a lot. The whole purpose of it, if you haven't realised, is this field spell. All your water monsters gain 200 attack and defense once per turn during your main phase. You can have all water monsters you currently control gain levels equal to the amount of water monsters you control. So obviously Beast can flood the field with monsters and you can get monsters out really easily. And Powerful Rebirth increases the level of your monsters as well, to level 5. And if you activate the field spell, they go to level 7. And then you activate Beatdown and they become really powerful beaters. The deck reminds me a lot of Gravekeepers because they can search your deck pretty easy for the monsters you need, and they can like grab stuff from the graveyard like Chief and stuff like that. It really does remind me of Gravekeepers a lot, and it is a very fun deck as well. And when you get it to work, it works really well. So I'll go over a few replays that I got with the deck. The deck can go off, like pop off really hard. I think this guy was running a Hazy deck, and I actually managed to like beat over a Hazy deck, which was pretty insane. If this is the Hazy, I did win like a really good amount of duels with this deck, but with some of the replays I forgot to save them. But when it does work, it works really well. So let's see this replay. I changed my name to Not the Chaz because I was memeing. So let's see. So I go first. I think this sounds a little bit weird in Duel Links right now, but I open with the field spell, I open with a really strong hand. So what I do is set Ultimate Providence and set my Aerial, so when he attacks into it, yeah, he is running Hazy Beatdown with ninjas. There we go, he attacks into face down, I can search out a Gishki monster, I grab the Beast. He attacks me with 1600. At this point, I think I don't know why, but I think he's got a modded APK or he's doing something sneaky because he refuses to bring out an effect monster and uses its effect, and obviously I've got that set, so there's no way of him knowing I've got that set, but he refuses to use monster effects, so it's really odd. But yeah, let's carry on. So I summon Gishki Beast. Gishki Beast's effect pops off. I can get that from the graveyard in defense. Activate my field spell. Activate its effect. They go to level 6. Activate Beatdown, 2300 attack. He just sets a card, ends his turn. I bring out Chain, Chain's effect goes off, I can look at the top 3 cards. Activate my field spell, look how powerful they gain. 2900, 2600, 2100. And that's game. This deck is similar to Hazy's if you think about it. It's about swarming the field as fast as possible, activating Beatdown, and going in for game. And obviously we do have the back row that the Hazys don't, like we do run the enemy controllers and powerful rebirths and stuff, so there's that. I'll show you this other replay as well against a Yamayugi I got. With this deck as well, you need to learn what the cards do and how to combo the cards really well, because if you try and use this deck and you don't know how to use it properly, you're just going to fail pretty miserably. Because you're going to be activating Beatdown at the wrong time, playing your field spell too early, and just playing the wrong Gishki monster at the wrong time. So you need to like read the cards, think about the combos that the cards can actually have together, and from that you'll be better off. And like right now, I set down Powerful Rebirth, set down Enemy Controller, and I have the Aerial on the field. Oh yeah, this is a plant deck, this is a really good duel. I did have game, I did make a mistake, but I did have game earlier on. So I don't get the flip summon, so I can't get my Gishki out. He attacks me with a 600 attack. But from this, I bring out her. From this, I can look at the top 5 cards. Any Gishki monsters go straight to the graveyard. His effect pops off, because of her effect putting it to the grave, his effect pops off. So I can look at the top 3 cards and put them in any order. And then I grab her. Activate Beatdown because she's level 5, 2100, 2000 attack. So I can get over that. He's going to gain 1000 life points. I attack with 2100. So he can get his Destiny Draw off right now. He's going to activate Rose Lover to pull out his big monster. From this, he's going to gain life points and a massive attack boost. I'm not going to enemy controller it. I'll let the attack go through because I have the enemy controller right there. But I was thinking of a play that I could make, so I was sacrificing my monster and some life points to make the better play. And that better play I was thinking of is summoning Gishki Beast, and then Gishki Beast activates summoning a monster from the grave in defense mode, and then I can tribute the defense mode monster to take control of his monster and go for game, which I think I do. So I activate Gishki Beast, Gishki Beast's special summons a monster from the grave in defense, I activate Field Spell. Duel go to level 7, activate Enemy Controller, Econ Take, activate Beatdown, look at that. 4,300, 2,800, and 2,600 attack monsters. With Gishki, you don't have to run the ritual monsters. This deck actually does do pretty well. And I'll jump into a live duel just to show you how it does. Because showing replays is all good in that, but doing it live is better. Oh yeah, and Guns Blazing right there. I actually used the deck versus Guns Blazing on his live stream. The deck was really... It was close. It was close. He beat me because he was testing out this crazy deck that you can probably see on his channel later. But yeah, he saw the deck and he was interested in it and he used it himself because it is a very unique deck. But I'll be the first one to say this, the deck's not completely meta, or I would say it's tier 3 or 4, it's not the best, but it could be, it just needs one thing, and I was thinking of what is the one thing that would make this deck meta, and it's a Gishki monster that can deal with back row, or pop off, or do something to your opponent's monsters, because it is a really good deck. It's got his searches, it's got his beaters, it has loads of different stuff, it just needs that one extra thing. So, best play, he ended his turn, what I can do, I have 2 beasts, I have Field Spell. I'm going to bring out this chick. Activate Effect. So there's a Powerful Rebirth going to the bottom of the deck, which is unfortunate, both of them are, but we can get them back. Econ as well, any monsters whatsoever, Cosmic Cyclone, and there we go, one of them goes to the graveyard. These go to the bottom of the deck, I'll just put them in that order for now. Because, wait, there we go. His effect's going to pop off, and now I can choose what I want to put on top of my deck, and I'll think I want to draw that. Yeah, top of the deck. So I'll draw Ultimate next turn. Yeah, that's a good order. I'll activate my Field Spell. We still have no idea what he's running, but I have a feeling it's going to be some kind of Last Gamble deck. Last Gamble Fusions or something. So we're going to have to try and kill him as fast as possible. We will go for the 2,200 attack and end our turn. Let's see what he does this turn. If he does destroy our monster, we do have the Gishki Beast that we can bring out. Yeah, it is a fusion deck. I think we're in trouble if he brings out Slash Dragon, though. Depending on what fusion he brings out, we'll see what we can do. I think we can get over his Slash Dragon, though. What fusion's it going to be? Ooh, that's new. We can get over that. And then he's going to equip that to it. Does it gain extra attack from that? Or does it just give it like extra piercing damage? I can't remember. I don't usually see this. If it inflicts battle damage with this effect, draw 2 cards and discard 1. Ooh, he has a very powerful field right now. So his effect's going to go off, throw me into defense. He's going to draw 2 cards and he'll have to discard 1. And then he's going to attack me with 2,300. This is looking bad. And then his Recycling Plant's going to pop off, and then he's going to get a Poly and a Red Ice back, most likely. His deck's looking really nice. It's something new. He's probably going to grab a Red Ice back anyway, because he's got a Warrior on the field and a Red Ice. Oh, he doesn't. Unless he has another Red Ice in his hand. And we draw it into our ultimate, which is really good for us. We have 300 life points, but I think we can get over one of his monsters. So what I'm going to do is activate Beast. Beast's effect pops off. I don't know if we can actually get over it. I'm not too sure. I think it only goes to if we can crashing will be good, I guess. 2,300, 2,300. We'll attack into it. There we go. End our turn. I think it's his monster's effects that activates, or if it's his spell that activates, we're in bad trouble. Because we can destroy his monster if his effect activates, but I think it activates after the damage step. So I think we just lost this one, which is super unfortunate. But it's cool to see like a crazy deck like that instead of people using meta decks. If we just lag out right now, it means he went into his battle phase and just destroyed us. Or he's probably thinking about his play. So he's going to activate Storm just to get rid of our back row. Super unfortunate. And I think he still does have piercing damage. No, he doesn't have piercing damage. But if he summons a monster, then it's kind of game over. Oh, he's going to Last Gamble anyway. And draws a 2. Does he draw another monster? Let's see. He sets a back row. He didn't draw another monster. He does have something in his hand. Oh, it does have piercing damage. Oh no, it throws stuff into... It can change stuff into attack and defense. Super unfortunate. We'll jump into another duel. This is what I'm on about. As you could see, the deck works really well with searching out cards and doing some crazy stuff. It just needs that one extra thing. And like I said, I think that one extra thing might be a Gishki monster which can destroy back row or disrupt the board just a little bit. And I don't think that we have one in the game. We do have the Gishki Spirits, but the Spirits are slow and they return to your hand, so they're pretty naff. I don't want to really run them. And the deck kind of reminds me of Atlanteans as well. If any of you know the TCG, there's a deck called Atlanteans. It's a water-based deck, and it does similar stuff to this deck. Like, throws water monsters from your deck to the graveyard, searches out water monsters, does loads of crazy stuff like that. We do have a pretty powerful hand. Depending on what my opponent's playing, I might just set my aerial and end my turn. We'll see what they do, though. It is Glads. I've never faced a Glad deck before with this. We can actually destroy his monster if we want to. I think we will. We'll attack over his monster. Wait, can we attack over his monster? I think I messed up. No, I'm gonna crash. Depending on if he's got the creep or not. So Chain's gonna activate. I wanna draw the enemy controller next, I think. Yeah, that looks like a good order. We will try and crash. Does he have the... He does have the Karibo, which is super unfortunate. was wondering why he didn't actually run a back row. It's just you don't see Karibo in Gladiators that much, so I just went in for the attack. From his hand, I think he just drew pure monsters, so we'll probably see a monster being summoned right now. And he does summon the monster. I apologise for the music being like a little bit slow in the background, I can hear it right now. So he is gonna go in for the attack. That's fine. He'll go for the direct attack. I'll activate Powerful Rebirth. Summon this into attack mode. Will he go into another Momillo though to destroy my monster? If he does, then he'll have 2 Momillos on the field, and I'm going to destroy his back row with Cosmic Cyclone. So we're in a pretty good shape. Because right now he has to choose if he wants a Leotard, well, send his Leo away to bring out a Momillo to destroy our monster, or if he wants to bring out a Bestiari to destroy our face down. We'll see what he does. But I think he's going to bring out another Momillo. Thinking his back row is going to protect him for the turn. Yep, there's the Momillo. Destroying our monster. I'm okay with that. On his end turn, I'll activate Cosmic Cyclone, destroying his back row, because it's most likely going to be something that can protect him. It was an enemy controller. We drew into our enemy controller, and we know what our next 2 draws are going to be, which is pretty good for us. Now we can summon... Wait, I think we had another play, but this play is still good. I'm not sure if Gishki Chain's effect... No, Gishki Chain's effect doesn't pop off. So we shall destroy his attack position 1. End our turn. Our next turn, we're drawing the I can't remember her name, but we're drawing the female Gishki creature, I think. He's in really bad shape. He has like hardly any back row, and I think he has 2 monsters in his hand. We'll see what he does right now. I think he drew into a Karibo as well. Oh no, he drew into a monster. Let's see what play he makes. He is gonna go in for battle. I'm gonna activate enemy controller. Tributing off Gishki Chain. Gishki Chain keeps coming and going, and then I'm gonna take control of his monster. This way he can't attack into me getting off his Gladiator Beast effect, and his Bestiari is gonna basically be stuck on the field as well. Does this have 2,700? Oh, it does. Oh, it does. We know that right now the shell-looking dude's going to go into the graveyard because he's on top of our deck, him. So we're going to get his effect off. Beast goes to the graveyard as well. Powerful Rebirth, unfortunately, goes to the bottom of the deck. Another Beast in the graveyard. There's a Gishki. So his effect's going to go off so we can place cards on top of our deck. I think we want the field spell. Top of the deck. So we want the field spell next turn. That's a good, actually. That order. That's a good order. And we'll just go in for battle. Destroy that. Destroy that. The one thing that I love about this deck the most is the fact it can... You basically have full control of the top 5 cards, or the top 3 cards in your deck. Which is really cool. So he sets a back row. Does he have another monster in his hand? He's had that card in his hand since the beginning. We'll see what it is though. If it's not a monster, we're in pretty good shape. It is a monster, and is he going to crash? No, he just ends his turn. But I think we have to attack this turn. It is activatable right now, so it's not a Wall of D. And it's not an impenetrable attack. It's a Cosmic Cyclone. Oh, we just win then. Because what I was going to do is activate my field spell, power up, and then go in for game, but we can just go in for game right now. That's why I love this deck, because it can you're in control of what you're going to draw, which is really cool and powerful. I really wanted to use my field spell. Why can you not allow me to use my field spell? I guess that doesn't really count because he did brick pretty hard for a Gladiator Beast deck, but at the end of the day, if he's going to run Gladiator Beasts, and I think it's just an ordinary, like, try-hard meta Gladiator Beast deck, we'll have a look. What is going on there? That is not any normal Gladiator Beast deck then. But still, he bricked. He tried to use this, and he lost against my Gishki deck. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. I would recommend trying out the deck for yourself. If you don't have some of the cards, there are other cards that you can run. There are a lot of Gishki cards in the game. The whole deck's basically really cheap anyway. I don't think most of the deck's like too hard to get hold of. Because look, most of the monsters are normal, rare. That's an SR that you got for free through the DD tower. Most people might have a Gishki chain by now. If you don't have a Gishki chain, you can swap that out for anything else that you might like. I guess the Cosmic Cyclones are pretty expensive. You could swap them out for the Fire Formation that locks down back row, or Super Rush. Definitely run 3 of these. Powerful Rebirth is a really cool card in the game. I'd recommend just picking them up anyway, so if you don't have Powerful Rebirths, get them because they work in Aliens, they work in so many different decks, they work in Fish, they work in Gishkis, so I'd highly recommend picking up Powerful Rebirths if you don't already have them. And Ultimate Provenance is going to only see more and more play because it can stop that Hey Trucinade card, it can stop people from using ritual monsters or whatever. It's just a really powerful card, and I think it's going to see a lot more play in the game. So anyway, yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.